Are we live? Hello, everyone. I think we're live. How is everyone today? Welcome to Tango Live with Winnie, your one-stop shop to the giant tango community from all over the world. This is host Winnie. I bring to you the most inspirational tango musicians and artists from all over the world to see that we are together as one. So today we have a very special guest. We have Manual Momo, Bandoneonista from Buenos Aires, joining us live at Tango Live with Winnie.
Hello, Winnie.
How are you, Momo?
Very good, and you?
I'm very well. Did you know that Momo in Chinese, Cantonese Chinese, it means tiny little hair? I like your name. Momo, yeah.
Here, Momo, here in our culture, Momo is the god of the carnival god.
Oh, the god, yeah.
El dios del carnaval is Momo.
Wow, the gods of the carnival. You party animal. Party animal, Momo. Hey, would you like to start by playing us a song?
Okay.
Whoa, vamos, Momo! Wow, that was
Thank you.
powerful. You know, now that I've started studying the bandoneon myself, I have a brand new appreciation of how, first of all, how hard it is to make that happen. Second of all, a little box, so much music, so much emotion, so much expression. What song is that, Momo? Can you tell us something about the song and where did you get it
Yes,
from?
this is a tango called Berretín. The author of this tango is Pedro Laurens, and this arrangement is from Antonio Rios, a great bandoneon player we had here in Argentina, in the city of Rosario, Santa Fe.
Ah, did you find the music or how did you know how to play this piece?
Well, there was a record of Antonio Rios when in this record there was some solos of bandoneon, and I transcribed that because I want to play that solo For the first day, I am playing the first note. I want this, that solo, that solo, that solo. So in 2020, 2020, in the quarantine, when we have a lot of time to make many things, well, I transcribed that and I finally played, um, and, and that's in the quarantine. I am study so much. I am studying. I was studying very much solos from bandoneon. Most of them was Victor Lavallén solos. Because I admire him so much. I admire his music. Um, but this that that solo is the only solo I studied in 2020 that wasn't a Victor Lavallén solo.
Wow, let me clarify that. By transcribing, Momo means he listened to the scratchy recording and then he picked out every note that he heard on what you just heard and figure out what note it was, write it down, and he memorized it. This is no small potato, people. This is called transcribing. Just so you know, if you have a song that you have wanted to play for a long time, Momo can write it down on paper for you to play. Wow, that's amazing, Momo. So,
With pleasure, with pleasure.
transcribing is one of your pleasures. So let me actually tell you all very briefly how I met Momo. Momo is one of the amazing youngest generation of graduates from the Tango Orchestra School, Escuela Balcarce, graduated, and these young people are truly amazing. Victor Lavallén is his teacher at the Escuela, and together, you and your colleagues graduated and is now paving a new way in tango music. Is that right, Momo?
Yes, I think that it's a good, it's a marvelous experience. That adventure we can live with my friends. We I made very deep friends through that experience. Um, I think the tango is a popular music um, which never gonna die, and the tango is in everywhere. It's in everywhere, in every town, in every city. Um, so, um, I mean, that is an amazing institution, and I love that this institution because that was a dream, a dream hecho realidad, un sueño hecho realidad.
And it became a reality.
For me. But there is not the only way to learn this music, because in every town you have people who play, people who know very much. I like to sing that music from Rio de la Plata. Um, and Rio de la Plata means um, not only the city of Buenos Aires, it's Buenos Aires, the entire provincia de Buenos Aires, not only the city of Buenos Aires, la provincia de La Pampa, la provincia de Córdoba, la provincia de Santa Fe, la provincia de Entre Ríos, and Uruguay, the country Uruguay. So I like to say that because it's very important to tell the people who live in another countries that here this music is alive. Um, it's alive.
It's alive and changing and played by young people and being taught by young people like Momo. So Momo is not only a very fluent transcriber And arranger, that means he can take any popular tango tunes and turn it into any version he wants at the moment. He also writes for an orchestra, don't you? You have your own orchestra that you write for, that you perform with, and you teach and you tour. I want to hear about your latest tour before the pandemic, of course, the latest tour to Egypt, Momo. I want to hear about you touring as an Argentine tango musician in Egypt. What was that experience and what did you learn? Tell us everything.
Okay, in 2019, I traveled to North of Africa. Um, I was in Egipto, en Túnez,
Egypt in
bueno, en
Tunisia,
Egipto, en el Cairo,
Cairo,
Alejandría, and we were also in Jordania and in Grecia.
in Greece.
I travel with a tango company who is a show when where many couples dance tango, and in this case we were three musicians: bandoneon, violin, y piano. We play classic tangos from tangos shows in Buenos Aires. It's a very classic repertory, but I don't know if I say good repertory. A very repertorio. I don't know if
Yep,
I say.
repertoire. Yes.
But sin embargo,
However,
however, for me wasn't easy to play. Um, I feel like very challenged to play that good. Like I think I need to play perfect. I feel the pressure of represent my culture in front of that cultures I love, millenary cultures I respect deeply, like Egyptian culture, Arab culture. It was a very hard experience to me. So when I in the trip playing, um, I really feel that I'm done playing so well like I need to. Um, and and I have like an auto boycott, auto out. I, I shoot myself, and I feel like I don't deserve this trip. I am a bad musician. Um, so later, a few weeks ago, I looked the videos of that trip, um, and that it is the interesting thing. No, I see the videos, and I play some things wrong. Yes, uh, like not this is an story like a Hollywood. And I was playing all perfect, and so, no, I'm playing some things wrong, and that moment some difficulties of the instrument, I don't feel like. For example, the nota repetida. Nota repetida.
repeated notes. Repeated notes. Very hard.
Repeat notes, very hard for me in that moment. Later, today I'm a little better that, but it was real. I'm playing some things wrong, so I angry with myself again a few weeks ago, and I say, "Oh, wow, I am, no sé, un fraude, un fracaso. I am the worst musician." And I say, "Stop. How could it be? I am in my house with my girlfriend, with my cat, take drink mate, and I'm thinking, so stop. We need to process in another ways our failures. Um, we we need to know we gonna fail very times, and very times we will confront situations that we don't enough prepare for that situations. Excuse me by my English.
It's perfect.
So and I expressed that in my in my Facebook. I expressed that like a way to forgive me, um, uh, like a way to remember that trip and enjoy that trip from now, revivir ese viaje.
Yes.
So that is very important, I think, because many musicians, friends, and people I don't know uh, write me and tell tell me their experience. Um, so I say, okay, that is something we all the music live. Uh, we need to talk about it, um, because all of us have had wounds, deep wounds from from something we love to do, but we are hurt. So I am right now in that process, which is a very rich process to me, and I'm glad to share that experience with another people, because I think we can heal better in group than individuality. I, one of the deep problems I saw was the individuality. I was to be I need to be the one. I need to be the champion. I need to be I want to be the best player, Bandoneon, and I think that's a crazy thing. We are very confused. Um, and generally in the groups of musicians, there is a latente, eso es oculto, in a deep way, and I don't know how we say.
It's sick.
Is always present, that idea in somehow is present, he is there. We are playing in the Orquesta Escuela Emilio Balcarce, in the chair side, Victor Lavallén, a legend of the tango, and I need to play perfect the variation, because I am Argentine, and I need to. So that is a horror. That's it's this is. I need to think about it like an toxic relación, una relación tóxica.
Realization that's toxic. So Momo has told us the truth, really, behind a lot of not only musicians but other artists, maybe architects, bankers, scientists. It is a very common theme in humanity that we have expectations. We want to live another life. We are angry with ourselves. Like all those things is not just in music. I do want to point out, and so this is.
I am agree.
Thank you for sharing with us what goes on behind the music. I mean, we hear fantastic, emotions coming out. We really don't care about your repeated notes, how clean it is. Nobody cares. I'm a musician. I don't even care. So that is what we learn. We mature. And that is what music taught us along the way, isn't it, Momo? That after all, music does heal. What hurt you did heal you, didn't it?
Yes, I think that the music is for healing, and I'm not the only the only human that think that. I think all the cultures, the music is for healing, for for trans, for entering another reality. Um, so in our culture right now, um, we are slaves um, for the market ideas, and we think objectives. I want to play 8 hours today to 5 weeks, and I'm gonna be so that is it's dangerous for ourselves. And I'm right now thinking that things. So I think it before, but I can't see it in myself. Um, so there is a difficult things to do, because when I play write in the Facebook, I believe that I'm going to my kitchen, and I feel like it's exposed. I do right. I didn't. I did right to 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 write that thing, because I am showing my weakness. Well, yes, I'm showing my weakness, like in another lugares de la vida, in another places of the life. We need to show when our weakness, not only our strongs.
It is
That
very brave of you to admit that, Momo, and we thank you for that. And thank you for showing us a slice of what a young tango musician is like today in Buenos Aires, because it's not all roses and candy. I mean, what's it? Unicorn and roses. It's not all pretty, to be a musician or to be in any part of the arts today in the pandemic or before or after. It will not be beautiful, pretty, or easy. And by sharing with us how you're feeling, what you're going through, perhaps the rest of us who benefit from your music can connect with you and contribute to you by hanging out with you, taking a creative music class with you, working with you in one aspect or another, and together we chart out a new path in tango moving forward, hopefully after the pandemic. So before we talk some more, I think I want to hear another song, Momo.
okay.
Naranjo en Flor is one of my favorite. I know people said it's cheesy and all that. I love that song, Naranjo en Flor. You have an arrangement, don't you? Can you play us your arrangement, please? Momo made it all by himself.
Okay.
beautiful, Momo. Just so
Gracias.
the audience know, arranging this song, Naranjo en Flor, means Momo took the traditional structure, the song in its simplest original form, and he gave it a different dress or a different color. So instead of being just red, yellow, and blue, he's putting some purple over there, some yellow over there, some black, some brown, and maybe he drew a shadow behind it to make it 3D, or maybe he made the sad part more doubtful, more ambiguously sad, or painful sad, or sad sad, different shades of sad. So arranging, really, if you think about it, is recoloring a classic, a song that you already know. I like that interpretation, that arrangement very much, Momo. It shows the 2020 Momo, I think. It's complicated, isn't it? It's very complicated.
It's a good it's a nice idea. I think like arrangement so is like make make another, ¿cómo sería? Una canción ajena, hacerla propia.
To take the song as your own.
Exactly, with respect and with and knowing that it's not your song, but it's a way to appropriate that melody, that spirit, and put some of your spirit in that. So it's a very beautiful process, I think.
It really is. I can hear it. It really is. It is worth all the price that you pay. I have to repeat what our audience, Joanne, just wrote for you. She said, "Thank you for sharing. All things have a price, and your music is worth it. Thank you for making the effort so that we can all enjoy it." It says our audience, Joanne. We are thankful for your transparency, your honesty, and for all that Momo that is put into your music. We are very, very thankful.
Thank you.
Yeah. And with that, we conclude today's episode. I do want to make an announcement that just like Momo, the pandemic was a difficult time. Before the pandemic was a difficult time. And so Winnie is also going to take a longer break with these live episodes. Today is probably the last regular one I will do. I will take my time, reinvent, collect, and listen more, talk less, listen to my voices from inside, speak more with music, fewer words, and I will come back with music and an episode with new guests when the time is right. What do you think, Momo? Should I do that?
Yes, I think you must go to a deep sea and swim and relax.
The deep sea is right here.
Well, enjoy it. Don't suffer it.
Oh no,
Enjoy it.
I love it. I love every squeak it brings. I love this instrument, both instruments. So thank you very much again, Momo, for joining us.
Thank you.
More
Thank
music.
you, Winnie.
I will send Momo's contact info in the chat. So donate if you can. Support the musicians, young musicians today, and to check out his YouTube and his website if you want to take bandoneon lessons, if you want music arranged, music transcribed, or if you want to take a creativity music class with Momo to discuss your doubts and your wonders about music making. Join him. His English is perfect. Look at that.
Thank you very, very much. Thank you very much, Winnie. Really.
Thank you for joining us. I'll see you soon, Momo. Coming down to drink mate with you to Buenos Aires.